When cold weather sets in, here are some beautiful niche and obscure maybe scents that will just tickle your fancy, as we say here in the UK. Let's tickle your fancy. What tickles your fancy? Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of The Fragrantician, where here on this channel we only talk about perfume, scents, fragrances, things that set the senses alight. So if you want to turn the mundane into the extraordinary, if you want a little bit of a different vibe than the other channels, not all of them, but some of them, because let's face it, we don't do boring here. We don't do conventional. We do the complete unconventional. So today we're talking about winter scents that are niche, that aren't designer scents basically, that you cannot maybe readily get on the high street, but you can with some of them. So let's talk about them. Now I wanted to include just a few that represent me, because I only wear fragrances that represent me. And if you want to be in that club, you know what to do. So the first one I'm talking about is a very well-worn Fleur d'Oranger by Serge LutensFleurs. I'm not going to talk too much about this because this is an all-year-round scent, but this is a perfect winter floral scent. Because of the orange blossom and the jasmine and the hibiscus and this sense of mystery, an air of sensuality about it that I absolutely love. I'd never be without perfect winter floral, a perfect orange blossom winter floral. The next one is Portrait of a Lady. This is a portrait of a person, not a lady. It is a beautiful rose patchouli with a bit of spice in it. Perfect for winter. Gothic, deep and dark. Heady. All of these are strong. Strong. Beast mode. Diva mode, absolutely potent. It's black cape, Scottish widow look, Amanda Lamb look, if you know who she is. It is that person draped in a cloak. Undrape that cloak. What's underneath? They're wearing this. Portrait of a Lady. It's moody. The vibe of this is moody. Again, it's another sultry scent. It's intoxicating and bewitching. Absolutely stunning. Portrait of a Lady. You have to be in a vibe, a mood to wear this. I think I'll include this in a video later on about Gothic fragrances, because this is easily probably the most Gothic out of all of these scents that I have today. Portrait of a Lady. This next one is another rose scent, but it's a different kind of rose. It feels almost like it's rose bushes growing by the sea. And it has this sort of aquatic marine scent to it. It is January scent, Smolderose. I've only used a little bit because it's so strong. Yeah, it has bite to it as well. It's not for a wallflower, but it's a rose that is what I would class as a blood red rose, like Portrait of a Lady, but it has this marine element to it that makes it a little bit fresh but beautiful for winter time. And having this slightly aquatic feel to it is so perfect for winter time. It has a cacophony of notes in here. It's a beautiful rose. You could wear this in the complete dead of winter, but it has a slight coziness about it as well. Richard actually said that it reminded him of his mother. So I did do a video and I dedicated this scent to her. He said it reminded him of when he went blackberry picking. It does have this kind of fruity element to it, but it's a jammy rose, but it's not too sweet. It's not sweet actually, it's tart, aquatic, fresh, but warm and cosy. Perfect for winter. Now this next one is sadly a discontinued gem, but it is Tom Ford Violet Blonde. If you're looking for a violet leaf, violet scent that you can still readily get on the grey market, but sadly at an extortionate price, this is the one to go for. It's bright and effervescent, but it has this dark, again brooding, a dark brooding, glamorous. It has a sense of glamour about it. If you remember that advertisement with that woman, that blonde woman. Oh, do you like a blonde woman, Claude? Yes, well. It'll take any pussy that's going. But anyway, Tom Ford Violet Blonde. This is... Do you want to come up? He's looking at me longingly. This is such a beautiful violet scent. Violet, but it's also the violet leaf. And it has a suede accord in this as well, which gives it a sense of opulence and almost, come on then darling, there's a good boy. It's almost, it feels a little bit forbidden, if that's the word. This is such a little beauty, and so sadly it was discontinued. That's it, you settle down boy, he's on here on my lap. But if you can still get it, get it. I let Ange smell this and she loved it. Tom Ford, Violet Blonde. Is there a violet blonde in you? This penultimate one is Libertine Neroli by Francesca Bianchi. Now, I could have talked about Unspoken Musk, or I could have talked about any of her scents that perform well in winter. This is an all year round scent because I purchased this end of summer last year, and I wore it a lot in autumn, but it's perfect for winter too. Yes, it is a chypre floral. It is all around the neroli. It's all around that part of the orange blossom scent. That neroli, oh, it's tart. Again, wow, yes. This is potency strong. This is probably, this and Portrait of a Lady are the strongest ones in this collection. Wow, in the air. This dances and it is, oh, it tickles the senses. It tickles my senses. Oh, it's tickling me in places that I never knew I had. Yes, it's that kind of scent. Wow, it's almost bitter in the opening, but as it dries down, it envelops on your skin in this beautiful come hither, take me now, sensual, a forbidden fragrance, but it's still wearable if that's the case. This to me is like, this has an animalic facet in it, and it's, if you want to feel, what's the word, rich girl country club, and you want to feel that kind of vibe really put together, this does it. It could fit into a corporate base, and I tell you, you wear this, and I've had lots of compliments wearing this. Libertine Neroli, a freedom encased around you. Your own freedom. And finally, for all you Chanel No. 5 lovers out there, this is so much better than Chanel No. 5. This is lily and aldehydes on steroids. Amouage Gold. If you take Chanel No. 5 and just make it more sophisticated, yeah, I said it. Make it more sophisticated. Make it more daring and alluring. Daring is the word. This has civet in, but don't be put off by it. Yes, civet, that animalic note. It is bright and effervescent, but it's like a mixture. If you like Rive Gauche by Yves Saint Laurent, you'll probably love this. Although I would say this isn't the most longest lasting of all Amouage. This is still a beast, but this lasts on my skin about 5 to 6 hours. So the longevity isn't the best. The projection is there, and it does project. So be mindful of how many sprays you spray with any Amouage. But compared to Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche, it doesn't have that longevity. But nonetheless, such a beautiful, stunning winter scent that is elegant and classy and sophisticated and much better than Chanel No. 5. It's a hefty price tag, but we don't pay retail. I certainly don't pay retail for any Amouage. So if you can get it for 50 or even £100 off, yeah, that's how expensive they are, then go for it. Amouage Gold. Such a beauty to wear in winter. So those were my winter, just a few niche scents that I wanted to share with you. What are yours? Comment down below. But until next time, you've been watching another edition of The Fragrantician. I'll see you in my next video. And until then, always remember, guys, even when somebody says you're wrong, you know in your heart you're right. Bye for now.